Hello, Brian. How are you? Nice to see you. Thanks very much for a very jolly interview. As you can see, it's a bit busy around here today because we're at there we go, big finish day. But I wish you all the very best, and I hope the podcasts keep going. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.
Good evening, folks. Dr. Freedom here with you. Time some Doctor News from in and around the universe that are so fascinating, so illuminating, that it may touch your soul to the point you'll give off a galactic glitter, and the aliens that were coming to probe you tonight will give your butt a pass. I know, it's just a lot of weirdness going on. Like I said, somebody in the comment box got into it with me again, and they're like, why'd you delete my comments? Why'd you delete the conversation? Because you want people to think you're a dick? I said, no, because I don't want people to think I'm wasting my time on another person who's using the PC SJW argument. But it's just amazing to me, you know, how, like I said, you have RTD who's saying now there's a backlash. You have Moffat who's saying there isn't, and to me, there wasn't. The guy's like, if you go out on YouTube, Twitter, all that, I go, if you go looking for hate on the internet, you will find hate on the internet. If I went Jodie Whittaker sucks, type it in my Google search engine, yeah, you're going to get a bunch of sites. But if you type in, you know, overall, just like Jodie Whittaker reaction, like I said, I watched like just to be on the safe side. And like I said, I ignored. There's only one or two reaction channels I'll actually watch that I think are honest reactions to me. But like I said, I still can't get over the phenomena that we're people now who watch people watch television. But gauging by the reactions, the looks on their faces, there was only like 1 or 2 out of 50. Yet for some reason, you got these people all of this. Their one petition that got put up got all of like 120 signatures. And it's just amazing to me that this is still going on. All I can say is this: grow up, get over it, learn to accept it. If you're not going to watch the show, why do you have to broadcast it all over the internet? It's called bluster. It happens all the time. I'm not watching from now on. Yeah, you are. The second you type that, you're just telling me, yeah, you're going to be watching, but you're going to in the closet. You're going to be a closet watcher. That's all that's going to happen. Because, you know, like I said, in human nature, curiosity usually overrides everything. And it's got people curious. They just don't want to admit it. They don't want to let their guard down. They don't want to let their ego get bruised. And what I love is that when someone goes, oh, you're just blindly supporting, I said, no, because, dude, it's been 54 freaking years. You didn't think this was going to happen? You know, everybody thought it was a Tom Baker joke. And I had a guy posting something to that effect on Facebook. He said, oh, so you see, you're basing all this off a joke. Yes, but what this guy didn't bother to research was the fact that in 1986, Sidney Newman, you know, the guy who created the show, proposed to the BBC that they replace Colin Baker with a female. So no, it wasn't just all an idle joke. The creator of the show back in 86, 31 years ago, proposed the idea. But it was not picked up then. You know, of course, we received Sylvester McCoy. And like I said, you can't badmouth Sylvester. He did the best he could with what he had. You know, like a lot of doctors do. You know, sometimes you can be the best, greatest actor in the world, but what if the writing they hand you is shit? You know, what can you do with it? You know, it's like a shit sandwich. You got to take a bite and make the best of it. But okay, enough of that. You're like, get on with it already. My God, you're boring me to death, Dr. Freedom. Okay, let's get to it. Let's get to the news. Let's get on to it. We're here. Speaking of that Sylvester McCoy guy, as you all know, it was this week marked the 30th anniversary of Sylvester McCoy, beginning his tenure in the TARDIS, and the 7th Doctor who broke the rules of Doctor Who. So this is what you call, of course, put out by the other Doctor Who TV, whatever. I still can't figure out how to tell the difference between the two. And it goes on about, this is, of course, issue 517. And this goes on about how there were a lot of game-changing things that did happen in that series. Matter of fact, if you want, you could even say, you know, Ace was probably the prototype for the modern-day companion. She had a backstory, she had a story arc, and all that kind of stuff all the way back in her time from, you know, 87 to 89 or such. So, you know, weird stuff going on back then. You had Colin Baker with 45-minute episodes around that. It was all starting to come that way. Unfortunately, just that show, his period in the show reached this turning point where the writing improved. There was it was getting a lot better. The Doctor was dark, mysterious, and really kicking butt. And unfortunately, you had Michael Grade standing there in the wings with a sickle, going, "Oh yeah, it's gonna die by my hand." Sick bastard. I don't know why I just made him sound like my weird Uncle Henry, but then again, I don't have an Uncle Henry. He's fictional. Or is he? Okay, but so interesting article about the McCoy era right here, in celebration, of course, the 30th anniversary. All right, speaking of that, it's another anniversary this weekend. CBBC celebrated 10 years of the Sarah Jane Adventures today with a special Sunday marathon. I was going to do an article about this the other night. I'm very sorry I didn't, but I'm assuming most of you folks saw the chat on Twitter and all that, and all the hubbub going on around about it. So it's literally been 10 years since they kicked off with the Revenge of the Sladen Part 1. Now, like I said, I do not know what happened to Doctor Who. Like I said, all I know is when Russell T Davies was running it with Julie Gardner, you had them running Doctor Who, Sarah Jane Adventures, and Torchwood, piping out episodes each season with no gaps. No split seasons. Okay, so why that happened? Who knows? Well, all right. Sorry, I had to finish that off. Oh, okay, so here's a little thing from RTD talking about it as well. He was doing the introductions, apparently, and of course, the show ran for 5 seasons, but it would have went a lot longer. Like I said, sadly, it ended with the loss, the tragic loss of Liz Sladen, who passed, so suddenly. And, her closest friends knew she was ill, but she didn't want anybody, outside her circle knowing. That's why I took the rest of the world by storm. All I remember is it was the first time in my life that somebody I had never actually met in person brought a tear to my eye for the rest of that day. I wasn't breaking down, bawling, crying, going nuts, but still, it was just sad, knowing that this person who'd, come into my life on my television screen, for so many years, at least a couple decades, was suddenly not on the planet anymore. Someone who touched my life. And it was just weird, it wasn't like, falling down crying, but still, it was sad. Okay, the Doctor Who Audio Annual. This will be out on December 7th of 2017, Pearl Harbor Day for us here in America. Okay, now, for 2 decades, from the mid-'60s to the mid-'80s, every fan of the Doctor Who hoped to find the Doctor Who Annual in their Christmas stocking. Larger than life and twice colorful. Now, the stories within were exuberant and often charmingly naive in their take on the children's own program, which adults adore. Now, here for the first time on audio, Peter Purvis, Annika Wills, Jeffrey Beavers, Matthew Waterhouse, Nicola Bryant will read a selection of these colorful and energetic tales. And, of course, click here to order a signed copy from Annika Wills. And if you want to get into it, boom, boom, boom. So take a look around for this when it does come out, all right? So, matter of fact, okay, let me double check. Yeah, so when it will be released December 7th, so keep your eyes out for it. Matter of fact, keep your eye out for see if they're already taking pre-orders. I couldn't find a link on here for a pre-order other than ordering it through Annika Wills, and she'll give you an autographed copy. All right, Broadchurch star Eve Myles, as we all know, as she was Gwen Cooper on Torchwood, that she learned Welsh to play her current role, and that takes a lot of dedication because I know a lot of I have a couple of friends of mine who are Welsh who have never once learned the language. And also I brought this up because, like I said, Eve's a sweetheart. If you ever meet her in person at a con, you'll never forget it. She just loves to talk. Really talk. Okay. All right. Now, this one I threw in because David Bradley's involved in this. So Doctor Who, Star Wars, and Game of Thrones stars unite for Netflix's Trollhunters. And this is an animated series that Netflix puts out, and they're all going to be voicing characters in Series 2 of that. So I figured I threw it up just as like a public interest thing. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. But back onto the tribute thing. Torchwood pays tribute to Liz Sladen with a new character. Okay, now on the 10th anniversary, of course, as we mentioned, the Torchwood Comics line pays tribute to an old friend. John Barrowman revealed the new character, Sladen, on Twitter last week. Now, Sladen will make her debut in Torchwood The Culling on October 18th, 2017. The book will also feature artwork by the awesome Nell Edwards. So here's a little bit more on it. Okay, and here's Sladen and whatnot. Blah, 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 of course. Wait, where's Gwen's gap tooth? See, he screwed up on the detail. So they'll be bringing you a review of Torchwood They're Calling very soon. Blah, blah, blah. So keep your eyes out for these. All right. Matter of fact, here's the different covers. You want to go take a look at them? Wham, wham, wham. Moving on. Exclusive interview with Matt Lucas on Little Britain bullying and suicide. And matter of fact, you have to register, though, to go through the site. Generally, if I remember right, they don't charge you anything for it. But at the same time, keep your eyes open. Because I think I've registered to this one before, if I remember the times. But they're only going to let you do it so many times. So I think there's a limit on it, if I remember correctly. But if you want to go read it, all you do is just go in, fill in a fake name or something. They won't even probably notice. Like I said, it's not like you're going to go, you're plotting to take down their website or something. All right, Doctors, the Tom Baker years. Koch Media have released their third in their collection from real-time pictures with stars from Doctor Who, this time focusing on the fourth Doctor, Tom Baker's era. All right, all kinds of nifty stuff. All right, so also there's a little free chance to win competition if you want to check it out now right here. All right, so a new double DVD release in this highly regarded series exploring the world of TV's Doctor Who and what will build into a complete work on the Doctors. Now, forget any previous releases. This is the most complete collection of cast and crew interviews ever assembled from the Tom Baker era of Doctor Who, offering viewers unparalleled access into the sci-fi world of the classic, or into the world of that sci-fi classic. So, okay, so So here's the competition if you want to get into it. Bam. All right, so keep your eyes out for the issue. Matter of fact, oh, there it is. The order from Amazon link is right there. I don't know why. Usually they stick them at the bottom, and now you can barely read that. My gosh. I thought for a second I was going blind. Okay, the Doctor's Affect and the Doctor's Effects now available for online purchase. Now, these are two books about the visual effects work of 20th century Doctor Who, previously only available to a mainly UK fan base and via various online avenues. Now they've now been made available to purchase worldwide online. So here's a bunch of stuff on it. Boom, boom, boom. Now for full details on the books, which will be personally signed, and how to purchase them, that can be found via right here at this website. And boom. And there's also another competition to get involved in for that one. All right, moving on quickly. Last article of the day. Oh, shit. Oh, sorry. Lethbridge-Stewart Series 5 titles have been announced from Candy Jar Books. Okay, so here they are. The New Unusual, Very Private Hunting, and The Man from Yesterday. So for full details, they're also available as part of the yearly subscription offer. Full details right here at the Candy Jar website. They'll also be at Cardiff Comic-Con this Sunday. Wait a minute. Matter of fact, I got to check the date on it. Was that this weekend? Sorry, I forgot to check. My bad on that one. Okay, so I'm already just about to polish off the opening monologue and scene 1 for Comes the Imperator, which is Dr. Freedom Volume 3. There was a lot of stuff going on this weekend, so I decided to postpone the Omega Files for 1 week for Ghost in the Shell. So that's why you didn't get it this morning, if you're all looking for it. Because, there's, like I said, people have real life things, and you don't have to make more podcasts than anyone else to be, have fun at it. Okay, so, sorry, I had a moment there. Who was I talking to? All right, so, just imagine. All right, so take care of yourselves and each other. Oh, great, I faded into spring. Good night, I'm done.